Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. In raising funding, investor follow-up is the critical work of the campaign. Timeliness is a key factor. Each day that passes without the follow-up degrades the value of the interaction. Here are some tips on how to follow up with investors. After a pitch, set up a follow-up schedule starting with the day after the pitch. Then repeat the follow-up 3 days later, 1 week later, and 2 weeks later. This keeps the founder top of mind. Each follow-up provides new information about the business and how it is doing. Use the follow-up process to build a relationship with the investor and set up a system to track investors and plan out updates. Take casual conversations with investors and turn them into coffee meetings to discuss further. Take investor questions seriously and answer the next day. Send a thank you note to those who made an introduction and the results that came from it. Timeliness of follow-up is as important as the content provided. Consider these tips on how to follow up an investor. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.